Happiness is a pursuit many of us chase, but it's one that often slips through our fingers just when we feel it's within our reach. We long for it like a treasure hidden in the vast wilderness, seeking it through achievements, possessions, and the approval of others. But some days, happiness feels like the morning sunlight, gentle, calm, and full of promise. Yet on other days, it seems buried beneath layers of responsibility, fears, and the relentless weight of expectations. We hustle and strive, believing that happiness is just one more success away, one more milestone, one more approval. Carl Jung, the profound Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, offers a far different perspective on this quest for happiness. For Jung, the essence of life's meaning was not rooted in external accomplishments or the pursuit of things we think we need, but in the deep and often difficult exploration of the self. He wrote, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are," and this encapsulates the very foundation of his philosophy on happiness and fulfillment. In contrast to the modern obsession with external markers of success, Jung's approach was about understanding the inner workings of the mind and soul. He believed happiness and fulfillment could be cultivated not through chasing external rewards, but through the journey of integrating the many aspects of ourselves, both the light and dark parts. He argued that true happiness comes from knowing and accepting all of who you are, not just the parts that society deems acceptable or admirable. Jung's wisdom teaches us that happiness is not something to be hunted or found. It's something we build, moment by moment, through self-awareness, deep connections with others, and a sense of meaning that transcends the fleeting nature of material success. To live a fulfilling life, we need to focus not on adding to our lives, but on simplifying them, shedding what no longer serves us, and embracing the depth of experience, both the joy and the suffering, that makes us whole. Jung's ultimate philosophy is about transformation. It's not about trying to attain a state of perfect happiness, which is an unrealistic and ultimately exhausting goal. It's about self-realization and accepting the ebb and flow of life's complexities. So how can we live a life that aligns with Jung's deep insights? How do we navigate the emotional and psychological landscapes to create a life that is authentic, meaningful, and truly fulfilling? Let's explore this through the three fundamental pillars Jung believed are essential to living a happier life: clarity of mind, meaningful connections, and purposeful living. For Carl Jung, the mind is not a mere passive receiver of external stimuli, but an active force, shaping our experiences and our view of the world. He believed that the mind is a reflection of the unconscious, a place where our desires, fears, and unresolved conflicts reside. One of the core elements of Jungian philosophy is the process of individuation, which involves integrating the conscious and unconscious aspects of the self. This process, he argued, is crucial to becoming whole, to finding true happiness. Happiness begins with a clear mind, one that is free from the clutter and distractions that so often overwhelm us. Jung described the mind as a complex system of energies, forces, and symbols. When we live in the chaos of mental fragmentation, where the mind is constantly pulled in different directions, it's easy to lose sight of our authentic selves and the peace that comes with understanding our inner landscape. Without clarity, we cannot act with intention, nor can we connect deeply with others or live with purpose. Jung also spoke about the shadow, the unconscious parts of ourselves that we often try to repress or ignore. These are the aspects of our psyche that we find uncomfortable, the traits we do not like to acknowledge. But these hidden parts of ourselves are just as important as the parts we show to the world. To achieve clarity of mind, we must be willing to confront these uncomfortable parts, embrace them, and integrate them into our whole being. This is not about perfection, it is about acceptance. The clarity Jung spoke of is not a mental state, free of challenges or inner conflicts. Rather, it is the ability to embrace those conflicts with awareness, understanding, and compassion for ourselves. Mindfulness, as Jung would likely suggest, is an invaluable practice here. It's about creating the space to observe your thoughts without judgment, allowing your unconscious to rise to the surface, and then integrating what you learn. Clarity of mind isn't something you force or achieve overnight. It's a continuous process of listening to yourself, observing your thoughts, and learning to work with them, not against them. Practices like journaling, meditation, or even engaging in creative endeavors are all tools to help you listen to your inner voice, clear away mental fog, and build a deeper connection to your mind and soul. Jung recognized the importance of relationships and human connection in the pursuit of a meaningful life. Unlike the Stoic belief in self-sufficiency and detachment, Jung saw human beings as fundamentally social creatures, interconnected in the vast web of life. He believed that our relationships with others reflect parts of ourselves that we might not fully understand. Meaningful connections are essential to living authentically, as they provide mirrors that help us see ourselves more clearly. Yet, in our modern world, where superficial relationships abound, often mediated through screens and digital devices, we are in danger of becoming disconnected from others in ways that deplete us emotionally. Jung emphasized that true connection isn't about quantity, but about quality. It's about depth, vulnerability, and the willingness to be seen for who we truly are, beyond the roles we play in society. He often spoke of the need for intimacy and authenticity in our relationships. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely, Jung wrote, and this acceptance must extend to the relationships we cultivate. A meaningful connection requires not just opening up to others, but allowing them to see us in our entirety. Our weaknesses, our fears, our hopes, and our dreams. Vulnerability is the gateway to true connection. This isn't just about sharing our most difficult moments. It's about showing up for the people in our lives, being truly present for them, free from distractions, fully engaged in the moment. It's about listening with empathy, not with the intent to respond or fix, but with the intent to understand. Presence is key to building these kinds of meaningful relationships, and it often requires us to put down our devices, to stop multitasking, and to genuinely invest in the moments we share with others. For Jung, purpose wasn't about following a predefined path or fulfilling societal expectations. It was about understanding and expressing the authentic self. He argued that each person's journey was unique and that real fulfillment arises when we live in accordance with our own values, desires, and sense of meaning. Purpose is not something you find, it's something you create. One of Jung's most profound insights was that our deepest pain often contains the seed of our greatest growth and contribution. He believed that struggles and suffering were not to be avoided, but understood as vital aspects of life's transformative journey. The challenge is not to escape pain, but to learn from it, integrate its lessons, and allow it to propel us towards something greater than ourselves. Jung also believed that every individual had a calling, a deep, often unconscious drive toward a particular form of self-expression or contribution. This could be through art, service to others, or a deep commitment to personal development. Purposeful living is not about grandiose goals or social approval. It's about living in alignment with your values, your passions, and your truths. It's about following the threads that light you up from within and creating a life that reflects those passions. Living with purpose also requires courage and persistence. There will be moments when the path ahead seems unclear, when doubts and fears cloud your way, when the road appears too long or too challenging. But as Jung would suggest, it's not about certainty. It's about trusting in the process, about continuing to walk the path, even when the destination feels distant. Purpose is not static. It evolves with you. As you grow, your purpose may shift and change, and that's okay. The key is to stay open to it, to remain true to what matters most in each phase of your life. By weaving together these three core principles, clarity of mind, meaningful connections, and purposeful living, Carl Jung's philosophy offers us a roadmap to a deeper, more fulfilling life. Happiness, for Jung, isn't something external to be sought or acquired. It's a journey inward, a process of self actualization, a continual alignment with our authentic selves. It's about finding the courage to confront the shadow, the wisdom to cultivate real relationships, and the perseverance to live in accordance with our deeper purpose.